I'm Matthew Sleeth, the director of a nonprofit called Blessed Earth, and we work with churches and schools to bring the creation care message, which is what the Bible has to say about taking care of the planet. Something happened in this cathedral last year that I think is the big environmental news of the year. Something happened which we who go to church are surprised by it when it happens, even though it's really the reason we come to church, and that is that the Lord showed up. The Holy Spirit began to move, and a seed was planted that began to grow. This cathedral and the ministry that I work for, Blessed Earth, caught a vision. What would it be like if we could design a year where we would teach and preach and have events where every month we would bring together those elements needed to wake up the church to the problems in creation? What would it look like if the church began to weigh in on all those missing birds and bees and winters? Truth is not always popular. It's not always easy to hear. It may not win out in a single lifetime, but this cathedral has never shied away from the job of seeking the truth. I do not believe that the job of the church is to make parishioners better scientists. I think our job is to inspire people to be better Christians. We need to remind people of Christ's parting words in Mark to go and spread the good news to all the creatures of the world. Some of the largest and biggest, toughest choices that humanity is ever going to make are going to be made in this city in the next 10 years. And history has shown that generally the poor are not consulted when the wealthy and the powerful make tough decisions. If the least among us are vulnerable in these coming years, consider the plight of those who won't be born and live on this planet for another 10, 50, or 100 years. Who will speak for them?
We had some visitors at our house not long ago, and they were giving me too much credit, and I said, you know, people are giving me too much credit. I'm really a kind of lowlife. And Tanya said, yes, which put me to thinking that it's very important to be a low life. It's the low life that I like. The closer to the ground, the better. I've never thought about what the responsibilities of a person in a cathedral might be. But now I'm thinking about it. And it seems to me that there is really such a thing as influence, and that it does come down from places of prestige and honor, and that there is such a thing as permission that can be given by leaders to think and honor things that are deserving of thought and honor. And I suppose that that's what should be coming from here. Permission to people of religion and anybody else who would listen to give due importance to the world that, after all, we're all completely dependent on.
Yes.
But I keep telling the young people that I talk to, don't get into this with a goal and a schedule, because if you do, you won't last. Get into it because it's right.